So another piece that's inside of executive functioning that's an issue is sequencing. That is a big problem for a lot of our students. Long division. This is such a hard topic to teach. And here in this example, this is a great way to line it up and work with a student. But typically what we see at the school is this is the kind of stuff that comes home to you. And if we look at this from a clutter aspect, there's a lot of language on the page. There's a lot of numbers to look at. There's a lot going on. And this is a solving variables thing. But even with division, we're seeing lots of lengthy things being sent home. And students struggle with this. Students with dyslexia struggle with the sequential ordering of the steps that need to be done for long division or solving for a variable. That's really difficult for them. So some tips for sequencing and steps, that kind of stuff. We try to keep it really short and snappy, just you chunk it. These are buttons that we use to teach long division, and we get it to the point where the student has this nearby to help them remember the steps, and we have some gross motor movements that we do to it. That's really helpful, is to create that visual and add the movement, and that helps the brain rely on that strength of theirs, and then they can remember the sequencing because they have this. And we refer to this as a near point reference, meaning it's close by to them, not hung on a wall in a classroom. It's right there on their desk. They can refer to it and look at it and use it. If you've got an older student, again, giving them ample graph paper, lots of space can help. And then out here to the side, writing down the steps in as little words as possible, what's needed to be done. Another algebra example is when we're solving two-step equations. This is terminology that we got from Marilyn Zecker, but we've changed it a little bit for our team. But the first step would be who's messing with my x. So we're trying to get the focus on the variable. And then how are they messing with the x? Well, what operation's happening? And then what's the opposite operation? That's the next step. And then finally, we apply it to both sides. The cool thing about this is this can start out a little bit more cluttered, but get down to just pictures and the words who, how, opposite, both sides, which that has a nice pattern in voice, right? Who, how, opposite, both sides. And our students totally love this. They remember it, no more forgetting, and it's really, really helpful. And these images can stay in their mind. It's a whole lot more accessible than all the language that we have out here.